Hey everyone, happy Saturday. I had just started shooting a video. Someone called me and then the video stopped and it didn't pause. It's making me restart this. So opened the box and just kind of went through my whole beginning spiel there. On the way to 500 subs. We're trying to get there by the end of September. That's the goal. So if you'd like to be entered in to win some free silver, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll get you entered into a giveaway when I launch that 500 sub video, and we'll give away some free silver. So without further ado, I got a big auction haul here that I'm going to go through, and as always, lots of different variety of stuff. First thing that I opened was a whole tube of 20 Philharmonics. Nice and shiny. These kind of, from what I'm seeing, they don't get as much love as like the Britannias or the Silver Eagles, Maples. Not really sure why. I like them, and I'm going to keep picking them up if they're they're actually cheaper right now than Buffalo rounds are, honestly. So I'm just grabbing these whenever I find them and keeping them for myself, because the coin shops won't give me what they'll give me for like a Maple or a Britannia, and I don't really care between the two. So next, I had unpacked a bag of slabs here. So New Mistrust, I was saying it's a second or third rate grader, I would say. They might not like me saying that. I don't even know if they're around anymore. This is an 1898 MS64. I'll show it up close here. I would say, that's fairly accurate on this coin. Maybe it's a little low. I don't have a magnifying glass to look at it, but there doesn't seem to be much damage on this coin. I picked these up for $42 a piece, and this one and another one behind it. I know I'll be able to get at least probably 70 from these, and that's local, 70 to 75, maybe more if I haggle. So this MS64 Morgan 1921, I thought this was a 1904. It was sitting right next to it in the auction, and I bid on one and forgot to bid on the other. So I got this one for $38. I have been selling these 21s. When I've been getting rid of them, they've been going for anywhere from 60 to 85. It's a really weird swing. I think it depends on like if it's toned or maybe the day of the week. If someone's a few beers in, maybe they'll bid higher on it on eBay. So that's from Annex. I do like Annex slabs. They seem to be fairly true to grade. A couple of them have probably been a little bit lower, but it is what it is. With these margins, I feel pretty good about it. So here's an example of what I mean by lower tier grading service. You've got a big rim ding there. You've got a pretty large gash on the cheek here. I don't see how this would rate as a 64 with PCGS or NGC. But, if I were to crack it out and sell it as a raw coin, an 1885 raw, I could probably sell this for 50 to 55 bucks, and again, got it for like 42. So still make a healthy profit on this one as well. And I'm not going to be selling all of these. I am going to sell some, and then I'm whole filling with others. I'm almost done with my Morgan stack. And as always, keep your packaging, guys. This comes in handy if you're trying to flip things so you don't have to pay for packing materials or as much packing material. I've started buying some peace dollars, actually. I mentioned in another video that I'm going to start buying peace dollars to try and get a date set of these going to. I am like 2 coins away from my Barber completion, and then I'm, I think, 5 away from my Morgan completion before I move on to the Carson Cities. But that one's going to take a while because those are extremely expensive in the grade that I'm looking for. So we're going to shift gears a little bit and move into some peace dollars. This is a 23 MS64. I have to look because I don't remember. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, all MS64s for $37 a piece. I can sell these for $55 locally. I could probably get more for them online, but for that kind of a profit margin, is it worth the time to post on eBay, pay the seller fee, pay to ship it, all that stuff? Maybe not. So I might just flip some of these local. I think all of them might be 1923s. So what I'm going to do is I'll go through all my 23s and pick the nicest one and keep it for myself, and then I will sell the rest. And that would be my advice to you as well. When you're building a date set and you're doing it the way I am by flipping things, I would try and just, make sure you're keeping the nicest coin for yourself and sell the others to fund, your future coins. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to take a drink of water. All right, so moving on. I believe these are all PCGS too, which makes it even easier to sell them. Oh, they snuck a Morgan in. 1897S. This was the most expensive thing that I bought. It is dirty, so that's a downer. It looks worse than it did in the photos. So this one I am going to keep for myself just because I know the dealer that I go to, if I were to try and sell this to him, he would really cut the price down on me. This coin retails right around $400, but with that toning, I already know for a fact he'd be like, "Oh, I can give you 120." I brought another coin to him with a similar, I just call it dirty toning around the rim here, and yeah, he tried cutting the price down 50% on me, and I wasn't having it, so I took that one back, sold it on eBay, and ended up making a decent profit on it. But I know that I won't get the suggested MSRP off of this if I were to sell it, and it is a nice coin. It's a rare coin. If you look it up, there aren't many of these. I think there's like a few thousand in this grade. So this one I'm going to go ahead and keep for myself. It does have some cool like rosy, orangey pink toning on the back, but that front, is nothing special to look at. And I actually do have a CAC coin that has that dark look to it as well. This one here, it's different obviously, but it's still, it's very dark, so it doesn't have the luster of, say, something like this that still has, some dirty toning on it, but it's raw. Let me see if I can get a different oh, here we go. So even this is an ICG, but the eye test, you can tell me which one of those you think is nicer, and if you say it's this one, you're a liar. This coin just it's beautiful, even though it's an ICG holder. If an average person were picking between the two and they didn't know about the dates and all that stuff, they'd probably pick this one every time, or the other one every time, rather, the ICG. But anyways, nonetheless, filled a hole that I had, and that was the most important part. This one actually was really frustrating. I had it sitting around $100. There was like a minute and a half left, and then someone just took me for a ride, and it went up to like 105, 115. I went all the way up to 175, and it just kept going and kept going and kept going. And eventually I said, screw it. And I went up higher to like I think 270 is where I ended up with it. And then when you add the buyer premium and everything on, it went up to like 280. So I'm not super enthused that I had to pay this much for it, but it is a solid addition, and I couldn't find one cheaper on eBay at the time. And then lastly, we have another MS64. This is a 1922. I do not have one of these yet, so this one, okay, yeah, this one will be staying with me. So now I have a 22 and a bunch of 23s. It's gonna look like a bomb went off in here when I'm done with it. We've got a lot to do. So we have another pack of slabs here, and then we do have this package here. This is part of the same box. I think these are all piece dollars again. Not 100% sure. Yep, okay, here we go. This is a 1922 MS64, again with that dirty toning from NGC. Nothing special to look at there. We got an ICG. So these ones, again, I paid in the it was high 30s or low 40s for these, and I know I can get at least high 50s for them, maybe more if I sell them on eBay. But again, when you're trying to build the date sets, you just kind of take what you can get. If it's a good price, you flip those, and all of a sudden your $50 investment turns into if you can, if you can take one that you sold for 50 or bought for 50, sell it for 70, you've got an extra 20 bucks to play with there, and then you buy a $70 coin, sell that for 100, and so on and so forth until you can end up getting some really high grade stuff. That's how I was able to get my Carson City Morgan dollars that I've got now. So here's another 22. This one says MS65. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really have anything to compare it to with peace dollars. We'll have to see what the internet thinks. So tell me what you think. Is that an MS65 peace dollar, guys? Again, I have nothing to reference it against, but sure. Never know with ICG. Hey, we have another 1921. I did mean to bid on this one. I got this one for $38. It is a 1921. I'll be able to sell this one. I sold 2 of them to a dealer a few days ago now, and I got $65 out of them. So I'll be able to make a decent profit off this. If nothing else, I can just go ahead and throw her on eBay for 3 days. I'll take the highest bid, and we'll see what happens. One thing I really try to pay attention to this time, guys and girls, whoever's watching, was to not buy things that I don't really know anything about. So I wasted probably, I don't know, close to 75 bucks in the last video that I showed you guys of doing an unboxing. I wasted a fair bit of money that I could have spent on some other things by buying some, it was stupid. I bought some commemorative coins, and I bought a couple other things that didn't really net me anything, some mint sets. This is where the money's gonna sit. So buckle up, it's about to get fun. For such a small envelope, a lot came out of there. All right, I'm not gonna throw gloves on. These are in 2x2 little flip thingies. So we've got, I can't remember what this one was called. Oh, Yale of Beaufort. This is a 2-ounce 2023. Nice and thick. I like these 2-ounce coins. Just though they feel so substantial, and when I go to sell them, they have caught the eye of the dealers that I'm selling them to, and they'll give me a really good amount of profit on these. So I got these for $44 each. I got, I think, 3 of them. So I'm gonna probably tell them $27.50 an ounce, and so 55 bucks for each of these. So decent little profit. And this is my favorite part. I recently got really into the Libertads. If you watched my last video, I bought like 5 or 6 of them, and I've decided I'm gonna get a whole tube worth. So that is where this is gonna come into play. I'm gonna rip all this tape off, and we're just gonna start stacking these up and get to 20. I am gonna probably try and get a tube that fits these. But so for now, we're going to take that one, and that's not good. Where the heck? Oh, the rest of them are in my binder. I'm gonna do it later. So next we have some Britannias. I got, I believe, 10 of these, and 10 of them are spoken for already. I worked out a trade where I'm going to be getting 12 grams of 14 karat gold that I'm going, or not, sorry, 12 grams, after it's melted, it's going to be 12 grams of 24 karat gold. And I'm trading 10 of these and some Silver Eagles and a couple other things. So those will be shipping off here on Monday, and then I'll be showing you a video of me taking my first foray into melting metal and removing whatever else is in there, the copper and stuff, I guess. So it's probably going to be a nightmare to watch, but I'm going to try my hardest to make it look cool. Another Britannia. Like I said, I think 10 of them. We'll save that for a grand finale. Another Britannia. So again, if you're seeing me throw all this plastic to the side, it's not because I'm throwing it out. I'm just making room. Oh, we got a King Charles. That was unexpected. So So that's a 2023. These are going for a decent amount online. I paid $24.50 for all of these Britannias, and I have been selling them consistently at 27. I found a guy who was trying to get them for me for 23, and I told him, "I'm sorry, sir, but you're nuts if you think I'm going to do that." But he would not go any higher. So that was local, and so I said, you know, we're going to go online, and we'll post these up on eBay. And a couple of YouTube subscribers have actually reached out to me via email, which has been cool. So I've been able to sell some stuff that way. Nice peace dollar. This is a 24. I don't have one of these either, so this is again going to go in the stack of peace dollars. I have a 1928 coming. Those are fairly rare from what I understand. Another Britannia 2017. So I'm going to add that as well. And then I've got like a Columbus round in here. There's a couple other things I'm waiting to show. So I'm going to try and buzz through these Britannias pretty quick. We should be mostly done with them, actually. Here's another one, 2015. I seem to attract these things. They follow me everywhere. They're cool, and I had no idea that they were worth that, you know, anything more than like a Franklin. So at one point I was buying like 5 to 6 in every auction that I had, and I ended up taking a bunch of them to a coin shop, and I said, "Can you tell me anything about these?" I had like, I don't know, a dozen of them, and he said, "Yeah, those are, you know, Columbian Expedition or Expo halves, and they're worth like anywhere from 15 to 18 bucks a piece typically." And so I sold them all to him, and I've built back up another like 5 or 6 over the last 4 weeks. Here's another 20. Oh wait, is that a 3? Yeah, 23. I'll sell that one as well. So we'll just keep on trucking here. This is another one of those Yale of Beaufort, however you pronounce it. Pretty cool. Probably keep one of those for myself. I'm starting to do that as well, where I'm like, buy a bunch of stuff and keep some of it for myself, and then I'll sell others. So if I get like 10 of something, I'll keep 2 of them and sell 8. And the 8 that I sell will let me keep the 2 that I keep for free, essentially. There's another Libertad. Oh, wow. This one has some really good shine to it. Obviously some, you know, marks on it. I don't really care about these in terms of like keeping my fingerprints off of them. I don't ever plan on selling them, so they're just for me to look at, and it's a fun little challenge because I know these are limited mintage. I don't know about the 80s ones, but they are highly collectible. If you don't know, take a look on eBay and see what these things sell for. I did pay a handsome price for these. I got into a bidding war with someone on the Libertads that I bid on, but I made my mind up that I was going to go after them. And so I ended up paying 30 bucks a piece for them. They sell for more than that online, but it is an ounce of silver at the end of the day, so it probably wasn't the smartest decision. Hey, the queen has a goatee on this one. How fitting of her, or to her, whatever. All right, 18 and a half minutes. We've probably got another 5 minutes left here. Hey, these are for me too. I bought 8 of these last week, I believe it was, or six or 8 of them, and I sold them all on accident. I meant to keep a couple. I bought a couple more, and I got them for 48, and I'm going to keep these ones for myself. So these are from, if I'm not mistaken, the Perth Mint. Really cool. And so those are going to stay with me. I think I got 2 of them, possibly 3. We'll have to see here. Another Libertad. Most of these are 83s, I think. Oh, there's an 82. I don't know much about those coins in terms of like, I think it was 82 when they first started being minted. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I really like the look of them. Just got a cool design. Here's another Roo and baby. My arm's starting to get tired. This is, I guess, the last one of those, yeah, Yale of whom or whatever. Thanks again, everybody, for supporting my channel. I know that, again, the production quality on these, it's not the greatest. It's not up to snuff with some of the higher-end YouTubers, and that's why, well, part of the reason why I don't have as many subscribers. A lot of those guys have been at it for 4 years, 5 years consistently, and so I'm not expecting a ton out of this at the moment until I set aside some time to learn, you know, the tricks of the trade, so to speak. Check that out. But I am getting faster when I'm doing my unboxing videos. It's just some of this stuff, it takes time, taking the stuff out of the envelopes and everything, but I know some people do enjoy, I've gotten some feedback saying they enjoy me watching me take the stuff out of the packages, so you know, and the rest of you can just fast forward if you want. Put it on speed play. Some of these Britannias, they do have milk spotting on them, and I think that might play into why some of them are selling at auction versus in a retail setting. I know that, you know, some retail customers, they're a little picky, and if they can get something without milk spotting versus something with milk spotting, they'll pick whatever does not have the milk spotting. Another 83. The other Libertads that I have, they are up in this binder above my head, which probably has about 9 pounds of silver in it right now, so I'm not going to try and grab it. Another 82. I've seen someone call these topless silver, because you got the naked lady right there, or a guy with moobs, I guess. Maybe she's non-binary, who knows? It is 2023. Hey, another one of these. I could have sworn I only bought 3 of these. I'm gonna have to go back and look after the video, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more little envelopes left to open, and then the last little bit of a package to go through. So it's gonna butt us right up to that 24-minute mark, I think. Here's another Britannia 2020. So it's a COVID Britannia. Oh God, this one's filthy. That one I might have a rough time selling. I might have to sell that one for like $1 less than what I paid for it to get rid of it, or I'll just keep it myself. All right, last 2. Another Britannia, 2 pounds, silver, 2020, another COVID one. All right, last package. It's another peace dollar. It's a 1925. Don't have one of these either. So now I do have 1922, 23, 24, 25, and 28 coming. So making decent progress. This is kind of going to be the grand finale if this was a fireworks show. So we're just going to kind of shove everything in there, move that out of the way so it's still a surprise. Here's everything we've opened so far. Put that all there. How beautiful, right? Oh, and then we have, don't forget, our tube, our Philharmonics. I'll dump that out. Make this all look kind of pretty. All right. This is something I wouldn't normally have bought. It's a little annoying to look at because it's not round. I like things that are round when I'm buying coins. But for the price, could not pass this up. 2.5 grams, Pamp Swiss in a holder. You can see here, certificate number 2.5 grams, 2.5 grams. And I got these bad boys for $100 a piece. So as of today, I believe gold per gram is about $64 per gram. So the retail price on these would have been $150 each. But these do carry a premium because of the brand. So I made out like a bandit on these. I paid $200 for the 2 of them. 5 more grams of gold added to the stack. So I know everyone's already seen the gold stack. We'll just whip it out here one more time. I moved some of these gold pieces into different holders. So this is what I've got for gold now. Some of that's going to be turned into gold. This is all for now, guys. I'm going to go ahead and package all this away, put it up, start listing things, and take inventory. So I hope you all are having a really good weekend, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out in the comments below, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.